What's going on? A says, welcome back to the channel. I hope that you guys are having an amazing Labor Day weekend. So I was thinking, and I spoke earlier about Katt Williams in the year of 2024, him naming it as the year of revelation. And I'm scrolling on my timeline and I see Steve Harvey, and he is just recently, right? We're in August now, almost September, but he's speaking out against what Katt Williams said way back in January on Club Shay Shay. So he said basically that it's on site. And I'm just laughing because I'm like, Steve, at your big age, like if you don't get somewhere and sat down somewhere, um, but it also reminds me of Wanda Smith and her husband. I don't know if you guys remember that roast that Katt Williams did back when he was with Red and they were promoting the comedy show. That mess went viral. It was Wanda Smith, and she was a radio host or a radio personality before she actually got let go, almost directly after the Katt Williams roast. And it was allegedly due to the fact that after the roast went viral, that her husband came looking for Katt Williams. And I was thinking the line that sent him over the edge was when Katt Williams said, "My hair is 19 inches, no perm." And he told her to come put one of her gnarly fingers through it and then start talking about like her broccoli and stuff. It was a mess. It was funny, but it was a roast for the ages. And Katt Williams is like, listen, I'm not the one to Jones on because he's been on Wildin' Out. Katt Williams might be small, like under 5'5", but his personality is out of this world. And he went on Club Shay Shay, and I mean, he let the choppa sing. He really aired it out for all of the, comedian heavy hitters. He came after Steve Harvey. He came after Rickey Smiley. He came after Cedric the Entertainer. He came after Kevin Hart. And I'm like, Katt, listen, not that we don't love Katt and appreciate him, but we want him to be around for a very long time. We want him to be around for a very long time. And the fact that his interview blew up like it did, I think it is the number one spot. I think it took the number one spot because I think it's now 73 million. It used to be like 50. It stayed at 50 for a while. It plateaued over at Club Shay Shay. It's 73 million now, but I think it's one of the most, if not the most watched podcast in YouTube history. And so I'm just thinking, not only was he killing it doing numbers, and now he's on tour with Monique and a lot of the other comedians that he put on, but Steve Harvey has now spoken up almost 9 months later, but he said it's on site. So let's hear what Steve has to say. I'm going to let you guys listen to this clip. It's only about a minute. And then I'll give some commentary after. But Steve was really in his feelings about what Katt had to say, and he was holding that in for all this time.
Ass hater and you'll never have a hater that's doing better than you. Always know that. Don't get off the wall to dress some any ass boy who ain't got shit going for himself. Now you done stopped your climb up on the wall so you can come down here and talk to his little punk ass. Don't do that, man. I stay away from it. Now, do I want to? Yes. Because I'm a human being and I'm hood. Now, I used to be a fighter and I still got hands. They slow, but if you get up on me real close, I can still knock your monkey ass out. I just don't have the quickness I have. But I still know how to turn my hip and shift that weight, and I'll knock your short ass out. I'll shoot your perm straight out your head.
So, a few things, right? Now he gonna shoot the perm out his head. Okay. He said that Katt Williams doesn't have anything going for him That's false, because if he didn't have anything going for him, you wouldn't be on stage addressing what he said almost 9 months ago on Club Shay Shay. Um, he's currently on tour selling out cities all around the country, and they might even take it internationally. Who knows? He set record breaking numbers on Club Shay Shay. If Katt Williams starts his own YouTube channel or podcast, it's a wrap, because I'm going to be tuned in. And I know that I'm almost positive that, if not all, but most of the people who tuned in to hear what he had to say on Shannon Sharpe's podcast, if he can, garner those numbers for himself, it's a wrap, But Katt has a lot going for him, right? And him talking about, he has hands, and even though, they're slow and he's hood and all this stuff. Okay, well, Steve, I don't know, sir. You haven't been hood or in the hood for decades now, but I mean, your origins, Cleveland, Ohio, shout out to Cleveland, and then you got Miss Marjorie, who, her past reputation precedes her. I'm going to keep it very cute, very respectful, very demure. But yeah, it's really interesting that he is just speaking out on this now. I'm thinking, why didn't he speak out on this after, directly after Katt said what he said back in January? Because here's the thing, not one of them said Katt lied. I'm still waiting. In August 30th, 2024, I am still waiting for one of these comedians to say what he said is not true, right? Or, what he said on Shannon Sharpe's podcast was defamatory, right? They haven't. He has not said that Katt lied. Cedric the Entertainer, well, Sad did say that he didn't steal the joke on Comic View from Katt, but then, as Black Twitter does, they pulled up the receipts. They put their stand-up comedian routine side by side, and there was a lot of similarities, right? A lot of people pulled out their receipts and were just pointing out the itemized, comparisons, and it was just a lot of things that were similar. So Rickey Smiley came out, and addressed what Katt said. Unfortunately, it was around the anniversary, I think, of his son's passing, which was really sad. Brandon, may he rest in peace. But not one person said what Katt Williams said on Shannon Sharpe's podcast was false. It was not true. Nobody said that. The closest, like I said, was Cedric, but they pulled the receipts on that, and I haven't heard anything out of Ced since. I know he's on doing his thing with Tony Braxton in Vegas, so shout out to them. But listen, I believe every single word that Katt Williams said, and the reason why is because he said it with such conviction. You know what I mean? Like, we can say a lot about Katt Williams. He's messy, he has a temper, he has anger issues. He might be step over the line every now and then, but he doesn't come across to me as a liar. I don't think that he was making any of those things up in any of his specials. I don't think that he was making anything up when he was on Shannon Sharpe's podcast, which is why it broke the numbers, it broke the internet and had record-breaking numbers that it did, because people resonate with the truth. Like he said, the truth is the light. That's what he said on the podcast. And he said 2024 is up for everybody. I mean, he was dropping all kind of names. He said Diddy, that came true, TD Jakes. I'm just saying, but nobody could have known that Katt saying that, it's up for Diddy in January and the feds raid Diddy's 2 homes in Miami and in LA. I mean, nobody could have predicted that. You know what I'm saying? Except, I don't know, maybe Katt has a connect with the feds. Who knows, right? It's Hollywood. But what I'm saying is Steve speaking out now, talking about how he wants to fight Katt Williams. It's like, well, if what he said wasn't true, why would you want to fight him? Why would you want to smack the perm out his head? Why would you talk about, you having hands and you being hood and all this stuff? Like, sir, you're a multimillionaire, you know? I don't understand why you feel the need for physical violence if somebody said things about you that's not true. You're a public figure. You're on the radio all the time, and why would you let that bother you? If it wasn't true, you should just let it roll off your back, But anyway, I just want you guys to hear that because I just thought it was really interesting that he's choosing now, months later, to speak out. And he's saying all these threats and all this vitriol and anger, but he didn't say he didn't call him a lie. He did not tell one lie. He didn't say, what he said is not true and this is the reason why, or this is the truth. This is my, this is my rebuttal. This is my counter to what Katt Williams said. He didn't say any of those things. He just talked about how he was going to be violent. And it's like, I think that you protest too much because if it's not true, then it shouldn't bother you. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that to you guys' attention. I don't know if you guys have heard that yet, but let me know your thoughts in the comments section. What do you guys think about all these people coming after Katt, but not saying that, that he was lying? He doesn't come across to me as a liar. He comes across as a truth teller, and that's the truth hurts. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will talk with you in the next one. Take care, aces. Bye.